Every book has an origin story, so I'm delighted to share that with this particular book, it all began on Southwest Flight 1958 from Birmingham to Houston. I mean, it stands to reason, right? There was a pack of knockoff Chex Mix, upwards of 2 ounces of Diet Coke, and a 737 that, if I had to guess, was only a precious few years younger than I am. Clearly, it was a scene perfectly set for some high-end literary magic. I boarded my flight with my Bible in hand, mainly because I couldn't stop thinking about a passage from Exodus that I briefly wrote about in my book, Stand All the Way Up. And I wanted to take a closer look at the life of Moses. In Stand All the Way Up, I specifically referenced a part of Exodus 17 where Moses, Joshua, Aaron, and Hur led the Israelites in a battle against the Amalekites. I wrote 500 or so words about it, and since then I've lost count of how many times I've returned to that passage. It has comforted me, challenged me, humbled me, and more than anything, it has helped me understand what loving leadership looks like. So, with only the empty seats beside me for company, I dove into the book of Exodus in its entirety. I didn't know what I was looking for. I didn't know if I would find anything. I just knew, in the strangest way, that I needed to do some deeper digging there. Also, this is a good time for me to mention that if you are ever on a Southwest flight and want to increase your odds of having a whole row to yourself, I've discovered a pretty good strategy. 1, take your Bible on the flight. 2, open your Bible to the book of Exodus. 3, pull out a pen. I don't want to overstate it, but if you could bottle those 3 things, you could sell them at airport kiosks as seatmate repellent. Nobody's interested in the possibility of Exodus-adjacent small talk. My absent seatmates had no idea what they were missing, though, because by the end of Chapter 1, I was sitting up a little straighter. Midway through Chapter 2, I was underlining and circling words like I was in the middle of an SAT prep course. And by the end of Chapter 3, I was practically talking to myself. Oh, there is something to see here, all right, and I think I'm going to write about it.